who would have thought that we would live in such bizarro world where common sense just got thrown out the window? I want to talk about Colorado, Brad, but do you think this victory in Kansas, you said there is no safe space really in the country because there's social workers everywhere who are zealous to take kids away from Christian parents. Will this have ripple effects in any way to other states, do you think, this victory in Kansas?
Yeah, I think it's going to require other states that may have just sort of been complacent or in denial of that this is an issue to realize it is an issue. And I think we're going to see more red states, in particular freedom-loving states, pass laws that are going to protect families from being discriminated against because of their faith when it comes to being foster parents or adopting in their state or through state agencies. This is going to be the continuation of the Great Divide, if you will. Like we've never seen in our history since the Civil War, in terms of freedom versus oppression, oppressive blue states versus freedom-loving red states. The red states are moving very fast and aggressively on passing great laws, protecting our freedoms, protecting religious freedom, parents' rights, sanctity of life. It's a great day. It's a great time for celebration for those states. The blue states are moving in the other direction. They don't get it. They don't see that they're leaving mainstream America behind, and they're going to pay a price for it, I think, in the long term. But right now, these battles are taking place all across the country. Also, we need to understand that, social workers, people say, oh, they're so nice and friendly. There's a much higher percentage of people in the LGBTQ community who are social workers than the average American. It's a real problem. So there's a heavy bias that many social workers have. Not all of them, but many of them have inherently against people of faith. And then there's also a bias to take the children in the first place because they get $8,000 plus per head per child that they take by the federal government with no strings attached. That's it's a huge crisis. We need to be petitioning our congressmen and our senators and the president to move on this, either eliminate all federal funding for taking children from families moving forward, or put in due process protections that are heavily warranted, like a jury of your peers that we give to criminals and O.J. Simpson's. Moms and dads should have at the very least, same due process protection when it comes to losing their children permanently.